I have an ostomy, so I had my intestines rerouted through my stomach. So I have like a bag that I shit into. Every single time I have a moment or a time I want to cry or I want to just where I almost feel sorry for myself.
How are you doing getting through all this, dealing with the trauma?
I think I'm doing pretty well. You know, I've said it before, and I have my hard days. You know, I mean, what's happened has happened, and I think,
What does a hard day look like?
man, I have an ostomy, so I had my intestines rerouted through my stomach. So I have like a bag that I shit into, and there's days where I'll get out of the shower or whatever and go to fucking change my medical supplies, and I just fucking poop all over myself and shit like that. And that'll definitely do it in for me. But I'd say a hard day would be, or hard moments would be, sometimes just struggling to do certain tasks because I'm missing a leg and an arm. And even with prosthetics, some things are hard. You know, some things are hard, and it's just like, God fucking damn it, like why did it, like, not why did this happen, but it's just like fucking, it just sucks, honestly, I guess. You know, there's some days it just sucks, but every single time I have a moment or a time I want to cry or I want to just where I almost feel sorry for myself, I remind myself that there's 13 service members killed in action, and I should have been number 14, and you know, I'm here today, and they're not, and their families and their loved ones have to live without them. And you know, I've said it before, but I get to struggle through the things that I do, and I'm thankful for that. Yeah.
What are you doing to get better?
Finally getting back to my roots, I would say. Getting back to fishing, getting back to hunting, getting into the outdoors. Again, spending time with family and friends. Working on knives has been great. Being with my two buddies and working on that small business. It'll be nice to dedicate a lot more time, but I mean, you know, we each have our own design, and for me, it's nice. Like I, it's nice to be able to make something with my own hand again, and make something of value and worth. And that, I mean, it's I don't know. It's kind of like cleaning your weapon. You know, it's just kind of brings me a little bit of peace being able to do that and just know like I'm putting my sweat into something again. And it's not perfect because I'm making it with one hand, but it works, and it's a really therapeutic thing, honestly. That and the gym, getting back into trying to be physically fit. I mean, my body wears down a lot quicker now just because of my injuries. Obviously, I mean, people really only see the leg and the arm, but I've got countless injuries. My rotator cuffs are fucking fried and just damaged to everything. It definitely takes a toll, but yeah, doing those things.
Are you doing any therapy?
No, I had the behavioral health individuals bug me a lot in the hospital, the mental health team, and finally I got to the point where I was like, please just leave me the fuck alone. I was like, I told him this. I was like, told the therapist, like, I'm not going to fucking kill myself. Like, just leave me alone. I'm all right. Like for me, and that's not to knock on physical therapist, or I mean, mental health therapists and whatnot. But for me, you know, my occupational therapist, like, she's been with me since I got to inpatient in the hospital, and she would come and literally just like bend my fingers and move them herself because I couldn't, and just like excruciating pain, like bend my hand backwards and stuff to get my tendons to stretch out again. And she'd be in there for an hour or two, and I would just sit and talk with her. And when my physical therapist, I'm there, you know, doing physical therapy, I'd sit and talk with her. And my prosthetist, I sit and talk with them. And my TBI therapist, sit and talk with her. And talking with, for me, talking with people, you know, like my friends, that's a big one. Talking with people that are close to me and people that really genuinely care. Not that therapists don't, but like the people who are in my direct, line of care, like PTs and OTs and whatnot, my prosthetists and my buddies, that they're people I know that care, and people's opinions that I value, and they see me for who I really am, I think. And that's been really helpful to talk with them, because it's like my physical therapist. I mean, she's been at Walter Reed, I think, for like 13 years or something. And so she's seen the war, she's seen the guys, the men and women come through there, some worse off than me. And that's definitely how I go about, talking about things, is talking with those closest to me. So that's kind of my therapy.
Have you ever thought about psychedelics?
I have. Yeah, I would love to hear some about your personal journey. Something I would love to look into post-military.
Well, I'll tell you this much. We can talk offline about it, but and Tyler, I'm reluctant to talk about it because I've not experienced what you've experienced. But I will tell you that post-psychedelics, it changed my life in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. And they were all very profound and all good. And I came to peace with a lot of things, and maybe you will too. And if you want, I'd love to connect you with some people that can help.
That'd be awesome. I really appreciate that.
Trevor Miller runs Ambia Life, and that guy's changing lives every single day.
That's phenomenal.
And that's who I want to, and I'd love to connect you. I'd also love to connect you with, do you know who Nick Lavery is?
Yes, actually, it's kind of funny. I had not ever heard of him until maybe like 6 months ago, and I'm glad I did hear about him. But yeah, it was probably about 6 months ago is the first time that I had heard of him, and his story, which is an incredible one.
I'd love to connect you with him. Yeah, that guy's he's done extremely well for himself, mm-hmm. Post-military career, fellow amputee, and I just think you guys need to connect.
Yeah, I would very much appreciate that.
Hey everybody, I'm Shawn Ryan. Click here to subscribe to the Shawn Ryan Show YouTube channel for the hottest and most compelling interviews that you will not see anywhere else. I've also made a playlist of all the previous SRS episodes, so they're easy to find. You can find that right here.